Alright, as you can see, she's braided all the way around. And when I got up here, I still had some hair, so I just took that and just sewed that down right there. But she's braided around in a circle. You see she has nothing. And the reason I do that so it can lay flat down here when I get ready to set it on. Okay, so now you're getting ready to watch me put on the net. Okay, so remember, when you're using a net, this is the net that you want to try, that you want to get. And it doesn't cost that much. It's just a deluxe weaving net. You know, it's not the net that you'll use. And you see it's only $3.99. It's the net that you don't want to use the net that's stretchy, that fits on like a cap, because it's stretchy and it won't hold. That's the wrong net. Okay, so now that you all are able to see what type of net it is, we're going to go ahead and start applying the net all the way around. You'll lay that net.
Come in and sit down.
You'll lay that net like that, and then you're going to start your sewing process where you'll come in right there at the edge. I always try to hold my finger in place, because when I hold my finger in place, it kind of holds that net together. Okay, so we're just going to take this around the perimeter and tie it down. The reason that we're using the net, because it gives us a little bit more of a sturdiness when we're sewing the hair down, plus the indentions in between the braid where there's nothing to grab, we're able to have some net to grab in that area. That's going to help you place your weave perfect every time. Okay, alright, so we're just going to go around here, and then I'm going to let you all watch me cut it out around, because you want to make sure that it's cut out around. And do make a mental note, please do not use the stretchy nets, the cap-like nets. Those things right there do not work very well, okay? Alright, so we're just going around just making sure that it's all together down here. Making sure that it's sturdy all the way around. In the beginning, when you're doing this net, if you've never done it before, or if you've never done a weave before, you're going to find out that it may take you just a little time going around. Just stop the video and go around so you can catch up with me. And then push play on your video. Alright, now kind of straighten that out a little bit. A lot of times it may overlap the net, you know. I'll just kind of overlap it and just make sure I get a good smooth canvas going all the way around the head. Going all the way around that head like that. And we're just about finished with her, getting her all together. Alright, as you can see, we're working our way around. You want to make sure that you pull your net kind of tight so it doesn't have any slack in it, you know, bulking up like that and everything. Pull that thing kind of tight as you're sewing, going around in a circle, okay? And as you can see, we're right back in this area, tightening it up, making sure that there's not a lot of slack in that net. You can see we got slack over here. I'm going to pull that tight before I begin to sew it down. Now she is all the way set and she is ready for me to start the cutting process. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut that. Now the next thing that we're going to do when we're over here, make sure that you use your index finger to clean out any hair that's hanging down up under that. Then place your index finger right there and cut. You want to make sure that you don't cut real. You want to make sure that you take your time because you don't want to cut your client. Make sure that you kind of cut that and open it up and just follow it all the way around. Don't cut too close to the braid, because if you cut too close to the braid, what will happen is that you'll cut your string. So you don't want to cut too close up in here. All right. Make sure that you use your finger. If you're not, skilled at this thing, to go in there and cut that, okay? And you're just going to follow that all the way around the perimeter, okay? And make sure that when you get ready to do this part up in here, you kind of fold your net back so you can see where you're cutting. You want to be able to see where you're cutting so you don't cut this hair that's hanging out up at the top, okay? I'll make sure that all that's out of the way. Okay, so now you can see as we move that camera around the head, you'll be able to see that that net is fully secure all the way around. And we don't have anything left out except just this little part up in here. I'm going to go in here and kind of clean this up just a little bit right up in here. And now we're getting ready to start sewing in our weave, and you'll be able to see it. We left a little bit out here, so she'll be able to come up from the back area. She's kind of long enough to where it'll come up from the back area, and it'll cover up. If she kind of wants to go up in a high ponytail, maybe she wants to wear it up here, she'll be able to wear that ponytail up here when she's doing it, okay? Alright, so we will be back in just a second, and you will be able to see how far we have come, and you're going to be able to watch the whole process of sewing that in. Thank you.